in JEMM Scoring. Now that you have your competition set up, I wanted to go in and show you what you need to do to start your competition in JEMM Scoring. So the first thing you'll come to is your events page, and if you've had multiple events, you'll have a list. I'm going to work from this event. It's already populated, but I want to be able to show you what it looks like populated and show you how to enter in scores that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on this link here, which will take me to the scores page automatically. For you, when you come here, nothing will be populated. It will be completely blank because you haven't set up any participants or any WODs yet. So the first thing you want to do is go in and create some participants. So I'm going to go from menu to participants. Here is where you enter in your participants. You can see that person 1 through 17. This is an individual competition, only RX. You can see I chose the different heats here. So what I'm going to do is create a new participant just to show you how it works. So here I'm just going to type in, I'm going to do person 18. I'm going to make this a female. Your options here are individual or team. This is individual. And RX. And I'm going to do heat 4. So what you'll see now is this record is green. What that indicates is that it indicates it hasn't been saved yet. I can go in here and alter any of these, and they still will. That cell will be green, and as you alter them, you need to make sure that you save them. So what you do is you scroll down to the bottom here. Let me change this back to 1, just so my demo looks good. And you scroll to the bottom here and just click Save Changes. You'll notice that this is now, well, it's dropped down here, but it's now white. The background is not green, so your changes have been saved correctly. So this is where you'll do that. You'll enter in all your participants as they come in. You can do this at any phase in your development of the app. So next thing you do is you have to enter in some WODs. Now some people don't want to distribute their WODs, so what you can do is you can come in here and say, put in the basic information, which I'll show you how to do in a second, and you can actually put your actual WODs in here as you release them. So if you want to release WOD 1 and you want to put that out on the app so they can go out there and look at that released WOD, you can just add it here and tell them the app has been updated. So first thing I'm going to do is enter in a new WOD. So basically what you have is you have your sort number. Sort is going to be WOD 1, WOD 2, WOD 3, WOD 4. And we added this because of a new request that just recently came. So I'm going to call this WOD 3. And a new request that recently came was WOD number. This will be changing to WOD title soon, but you could call this anything. You could call it Cindy, for instance. Some people want to do signature WODs. Some people had their own names, for floater WODs and things like that. So I'll call this Cindy. And then the WOD type. Is it timed or is it reps or weight? So this just changed how it's scored. So for this one it would be reps. And then you have another tab up here for WOD description. So you click on WOD description. And here you can type in the description of that WOD. So I can type in Cindy. The font does look small here, but when you do publish it, it is a good size. So Cindy, and I could put 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 air squats. And you could do different things. I could bold this and make Cindy bold. I could italicize this or even underline it. We do have a cross-out function. Somebody asked for that. We thought that was kind of cool. You could change a color. So you can make this any color you want. And you can do that with all the text. But for this demonstration, I'll just leave it like this. I'll click Update. And if I scroll down here, I already had WOD 1 and WOD 2 in here. So here's my WOD 3. And this is how it will display on the participants site. It will display just as you put it in here. So now you have your participants and your WODs entered. You can go back to the scoring page and you'll start seeing your participants being populated. So we're set for WOD 1 and Heat 1. You'll notice some buttons down here. These are just some quick buttons so you can go through heats quickly. So you could type in this heat and click next, and you'll see now I'm at WOD 1, Heat 2. Type in the scores for this heat and hit next. So just like I showed you earlier, if we type in some scores here, I'm just making all these up, and you'll see that they're green again. So before I go to that next heat, it's going to tell you all unanswered grid data will be lost. So I want to hit cancel, but I want to make sure I save this after every heat. Now I can go to my next heat and enter it in. One thing I do want to say that all this must be in decimal format, as you'll read up here. So if there's a time cap and it was 10 minutes and I was too short from making time, then it would be 10.2 or however you want to do it. So it will just be that decimal point missing reps or rounds or whatever the WOD may be. Okay. So, and once I make it through all my heats, I can click next heat. I'm at heat 4. That's all my heats. Person 18 didn't have anything, so let me just give them a bonus here, and we'll put them in first place for that one. So I'll save my changes. And now that I'm done with this heat, I can go to the next WOD. I can either do the drop down here, which you'll see now I have Cindy. But what I'm going to do is just use my quick keys, my quick buttons down here. I'm going to say next WOD, and let me go back to heat 1. Oh, what did I do here? Next WOD. So WOD 2, heat 1. So now I'm on WOD 2. So what I want to do is go to Cindy real quick. And you'll notice Cindy was blank. We didn't have, I just created that WOD. So I'm going to, of course, just make these up. 31, 32, I'm just making these up as I go, just so I can demo it for you here. Actually, you know what? I'll leave this one half undone so you can see what it looks like. So, so that's basically what you do. That's basically it. Once you have your event created, you'll end up here. You'll click on your event that you're working with, and you'll come in, you'll enter in your participants and your WODs, and then that will populate the scoring page here. So what I want to show you now is a participant page. Now this page will be different based on you know, your WODs and your heats and everything, so it's completely dynamic. But what you'll notice is when I go here, it is much bigger and it's not showing up on the screen completely, so I apologize. But you can look at the demo at the site, but it will automatically populate and show you exactly what you want to see. So I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit just to kind of show you here. But it will, and you can click on these drop downs and it will actually tell you you know, what they scored, what place they're in and their current score. And you can expand and collapse these as you want. Your team name or the event name will be up here, so if it's, you know, downtown throwdown or whatever, you can have that here. It will populate here. It will tell you what class and, you know, what scores you're looking at. So pretty simple app. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and I hope everything works out for you. Thank you.